said I can ask him whatever he wants.
No, I'm really fine with that.
In a moment, the conversation gets even more heated.
Ron, I'm really enjoying this, and this is important.
When I ask about the ongoing Senate investigation into Hinn's lavish lifestyle, funded in part by tax-free donations from the faithful.
2 years ago, the U.S. Senator Chuck Grassley launched an investigation into 6 major televangelists, including Benny Hinn. The question, are Hinn and his colleagues using tax-free donations from believers to fund lavish lifestyles? Hinn had never granted an interview on this topic until he sat down with us.
Jesus Christ may have lived in poverty, but Benny Hinn lives large, in part off of tax-free donations his ministry collects from his followers.
The blood of Jesus!
The criticism is that you're leading a lavish lifestyle.
Of course. It's always been that, by the way. That criticism is nothing new.
Well, let's talk about that.
Okay, let's.
As a follower of Jesus, you fly in a private plane.
Yes, I do.
You're staying right now in one of the fanciest hotels in New York City.
Yes, I am.
You wear
clothes.
very nice clothing. So, do you not have any misgivings about that?
No. Look, you know, there's this idea, supposedly, that we preachers are supposed to walk about with sandals and ride bicycles. That's nonsense.
She came out of it. She's healed by the power of God.
Do you never have moments where people are writing out checks to you or filling out cards with their credit card information, and you're thinking, you know what, these people just can't afford it. They're doing this because they're desperate, and I shouldn't take this money.
Well, what you're saying to me is I should reject their money because I'm fake?
I'm not saying that.
Okay.
I'm asking you.
If I was fake, I would absolutely give them back their money. But I believe that God called me to preach the gospel, which is very important.
Senator Chuck Grassley's office tells us that Hinn has cooperated fully with his investigation into whether Hinn and other televangelists are using the tax-free donations they collect appropriately, although the senator has not yet released the results of his investigation.
The senator himself stated that we gave them more information even than they thought we would.
He did, you're right. But let me ask you, if you're so confident that this information proves that you're behaving appropriately, why don't you release it to me or the public?
Well, I'll say that we have an agreement with the senator to keep things confidential. I have nothing to hide, by the way.
You have nothing to hide?
No, of course not.
He promises to give us any information not bound by the confidentiality agreement.
So then I should be able to get whatever information I'm looking for.
I hope you do.
But after the interview, the senator's office told us there is no confidentiality agreement.
You will bring the life of heaven with you.
Even so, Hinn's ministry said it didn't have time to edit out personal information from its donors in time for our broadcast and therefore gave us nothing. As our interview winds down, another outburst from Hinn's publicist, scolding me for not asking about Hinn's new book about the Arab-Israeli conflict.
You don't know about the book.
Ron, that's not important. Can I please say something? The questions Dan asked me, I've been wanting someone to ask me for the last 20 years of my life. I think what this man did is fantastic, and thank you for doing it. No, really, I'm very pleased.
Why?
Because it's time for me to tell it all. I don't want people talking for me. I want to talk for myself.
In case you're wondering, Hinn says his annual salary is somewhere over $500,000 a year, although he won't say how much over $500,000. We should also tell you that he insists that his private plane is not a luxury, that he travels too far and too often to fly commercial.